If it's love, I want everything. Touch my soul, touch my heart, don't judge my mental. They told me that life is simple, been real since Papa Pimple. I started out in the rental, Sonata, the presidential. Speak once and listen twice, they told me that less is simple.
GATV family, was good. Now, we got a real good one, y'all. And I can't lie. It's one that I really would like y'all to understand, man. Like, I don't hide my affiliations with wanting this man, Donald Trump, back in office. I just don't hide it. I personally could care less what happens when a dusty Negro comes up to me and tell me how much of a coon I am for basically understanding, let's make a deal. See, a lot of you are stuck in popularity contests. And while our communities are breaking down, resources not being administered to us properly by the plantation Democrats, I don't have time to worry about optics of if I align myself with wanting this man back in office. I pay attention to the key things he has done for the nation, particularly how it benefits my people in our community. Now, overall, you're going to get the typical folks that want you to pick for the less of two evils. Mind you, it seems like 90% always that less of the evil is, supposedly a Democrat. So, I get it. You want to hide your love affair with the Democrats. It doesn't matter what you come and tell me, you're going to vote Democratic. And it doesn't matter what I'm about to show y'all right now. I'm telling you, all these black folks are still going to vote for Biden. Dusty, crippled, incoherent Biden will still be voted upon for by the majority of black folks you see here crying about, oh, this country's just been in shambles. Gas is high. Inflation is high. Everything is crazy. Don't get fooled by these folks. And as much as I would love to see Trump get in office again, and why do I want that? Because he understands, let's make a deal. We don't have to like each other. His job is to be the president, is to hear everyone that claims to be a citizen of this great nation. He listens. Not only does he listen, he understands, let's make a deal as well. But like I said, as much as I would like Trump to be in office, I have no high hopes that he'll succeed because I know my dusty Negro brethren and sisters, them. I know y'all. Y'all still gonna vote Democratic. You rather have a messed up country, pay high rent, high insurance rates, high everything, just so as long you win your popularity contest, and Biden foots that bill. But I just wanted to show you guys what happened a couple days ago at this town hall meeting. It was excellent. I loved it. See, I'm somebody that roots for the underdog. I don't care what color you are. When I see the entire media spins certain facts so it can touch your emotions, rattle you up, especially black folks, to look at the optics as far as a popularity contest, I want to vote for that brother that they're all against. That's just me, because it got to be a reason. Gone are the days that you really think your so-called black power movement that is being led by nothing but grifters and scammers, and you're just going to sit and wait for a change to come. Gone are those days. It is time we act now. It's about let's make a change. And before I get into that diatribe, let me just play this real quick.
Former President Trump met a friendly audience in New Hampshire. He even drew laughs when he mocked the trial in which a jury found him liable for sexual abuse.
What kind of a woman meets somebody and brings him up, and within minutes you're playing hanky-panky in a dressing room? Okay.
Trump also defended comments he made on the Access Hollywood tape, saying he could grope women.
I said it's been true for 1 million years, approximately 1 million years, perhaps a little bit longer than that.
So you stand by those comments?
Well, I don't want to lie.
On abortion, he says he favors.
They cut off a lot of points, and this is why you got to be careful with the media. Basically, he was speaking about comments he made many moons ago when he says, when you're rich, you have an advantageous position where women will let you, not him grabbing a woman and being all violating or whatever. Women, as you all know, especially in our black community, women would be more aligned to let you get away with certain things because of a status. And that's how it is in our culture. You know, it's been like that for millions of years. The guy that's possibly good looking, add he has money, add he has status, they will get away with what the average brother can't get away with. We've seen it all over schools where the younger girls were going after the older guys outside of high school. It still goes on today. Even in college, you see what's going on. Where the freshman girls wanted the junior or seniors. All of these analytical talking points, you know, it registers with what we have seen aligned for the last million years. I'm sorry, it's true.
Favors exceptions for rape, incest, and the mother's life, but would not say if he'd sign a federal abortion ban.
Some people are at 6 weeks. Some people are at 3 weeks,
Where's
2
President
weeks.
Trump?
President Trump is going to
This
make a
woman was
determination
nasty, y'all.
what he thinks is great for the country.
Throughout the town hall, host Caitlin Collins often sparred with Trump.
I would like for you to answer the question.
Okay, it's very simple to answer.
That's why I asked it.
It's very simple to. You're a nasty person. I'll tell you.
Facts.
Prompting testy moments. Given many opportunities to accept the 2020 election results, he continued to make false claims.
I bet you she'll be drooling over crusty Biden right now, though.
And he would not take
Like
a side
most
in
of
the
you
ongoing and bloody war in Ukraine.
Can you say if you want Ukraine or Russia to win this war?
I want everybody to stop dying.
Outside the town hall, voters
Let me tell you again, you know, when you're just watching little clips, unless you actually watch the entire town hall meeting he had, however you feel about how it was set up by CNN, unless you watch that, you won't really get the context. Basically, he was asked whether he wants Ukraine or Russia to win. Now, I want you to imagine that you're running up for elections and you could possibly win. And in that scenario and hypothetical where you could possibly win again to be president, you have to make arrangements for negotiations of peace between Russia and the Ukraine. But imagine you say, I want Ukraine to win. And on the other hand, you also say, I want Russia's Vladimir Putin to be labeled a war criminal. Who in their right minds would want to negotiate with you after you said you want the other side, my ops, to win, and you labeled me a criminal without really, you know, breaking down all the components of why we even got to war in the first place, which is basically NATO trying to be close to Russia. But, you know, y'all don't want to know those specifics. That's for another day. Nonetheless, that host, she was grilling Trump like this was a criminal court proceeding rather than having a talk, which was allegedly supposed to be where Trump was answering questions from the audience. Typical CNN, they gave you a spin. So he said what any man would say being talked down to by a man or a woman, but particularly a woman who hasn't had the decor, experience, or cachet to think she's going to come and talk down on me. Imagine me answering a question like who I want to win the war. Then you don't know the art of war. And most of you don't know the art of negotiation. This is why you view politics like a popularity contest. So anyone that says, hey, I want Trump to be in office again, you clearly and quickly want to label us, you know, Uncle Toms, Coons, etc. Listen, man, understanding and what I have witnessed, where this nation has gone to, how it has affected my pockets, my children, and the near future with all the agendas this old crusted clown Biden, you know, has done. I really don't care. I'm at the point, I think it does me a disservice trying to pretend that, you know, damn, I worry about how people are going to view me or see me just because I'm going to just ride with Trump based off of his policies. You know, you got to be a big boy and a big girl to make decisions like that and stop thinking along the crowds, because if I was to think along the crowds, I'll be like the majority of y'all. Talk all this junk, always bring up the lesser of two evils approach, knowing damn well you're going to vote Democratic. It don't matter who's on that Democratic side, you're going to vote Democratic. Just admit it. Cut it out. For once, I dare you to really challenge yourself and just get outside of the Democratic Party. View yourself as an independent, and then look at both sides critically and see whose policies benefits you and your family. Because I dare say you'll be surprised that it might be that other side of the aisle that benefits you more. Now, you can still be an independent while voting for Trump. It doesn't hurt your status as that. But for whatever reason, you guys have this love affair that's turned to an obsession to always be Democratic, no matter how messed up this country turns to. And I'm just sick of it. I don't want to pretend, man. I want to stand on it. I'd rather see this man in office again. I've wanted to see him in office even when he was first running, especially when they threw at us a Hillary Clinton that most of you don't do your homeworks on. So for me, the vote was easy. But again, you're probably still recovering from the Obama days. You know, that love affair of how he spoke. Oh, they crowned him Martin Luther King, etc. But this man has pushed some of the most divisive policies and agendas that are still affecting us today. Then you got a Biden who was 8 years under Obama. No surprise whatsoever that he continued those policies when he was in office as vice president. Now that he's president, I'm not surprised. And I'm telling you guys, no matter how excited you get when you see Trump doing his thing, really checking the machine that's against him, it doesn't matter. I hate to say it, man. It hurts me to say it because I would love to see this man in office and get things back in order again, but it's not going to happen. And I'm going to tell you guys why. Some of the main people that controls, which way politics move is the black community. I know some of you think your vote doesn't matter. They tell you that time and time again. But anytime you have a group of people, the only group of people that votes one way 90%, it's a problem. It is a problem. And you guys capitulate to the Democratic propaganda time and time again. You refuse to see both sides of the aisle so we can negotiate. It's called let's make a deal. You're not tired yet? You're not tired of worrying about who you want to call Coon next, who you want to call Uncle Tom next while you putting $6 in your gas tank. For some of you, $8 to $9, while the price of eggs and milk has went up. Your rent has went up. You're not tired of this position that you take so that you can feel morally superior than other black folks who just, dares to go against the grain and the narrative. You're not tired of that position you take. All your black pastors, all your black talking heads always telling you, oh, no. Your vote matters. Your vote matters so much that you only can vote Democratic. Even in the gay community, they don't vote one-sided. The Latin community, the Asian community, the white community, it's only the black community that votes one way. And it's your vote, particularly black women, your vote almost 90% guarantees who's going to be in that office because it's the swing vote, man. So I've been talking on and on. I plan on doing more of these things, just giving you guys a broader spectrum of what's going on out here and how we should look at things, especially if you have children, if you even care about where your future is headed to. Imagine this man in office again. And unfortunately, you heard it today. Gravitating away said it. Black people are going to vote Biden back in office. Mark my words. Because you guys are emotional. You guys get played on quite easily too, by the way. I know people, it's easy for them to be susceptible to things, but this has been going on like 70 plus years. You guys have a, detrimental love affair with always voting Democratic, no matter who's running under that party, no matter how messed up they make the country, you'll still vote for them because for you, it's like y'all all in high school again. It's about a popularity contest, and you freaking disgust me. So before you go under my comment calling me whatever, I don't care. Just as long as you add a brother that give a damn about his people and his future. So I'm willing to make a deal with anybody. So keep telling yourself you're voting based off of the lesser of two evils. It seems like you've been voting for one evil forever. I'm out. Gravitating away. Like, share, comment, subscribe. But most importantly, please keep coming back. Please. Pretty please. It's whatever, man. But just holla at your boy, man.